while resolving all of the plot discrepancies with The Big Bang Theory. Season 7 of Young Sheldon addresses George's cheating issue. The seventh season of Young Sheldon finally makes its Big Bang Theory, filling in all the gaps left by earlier seasons. On The Big Bang Theory, young Sheldon confronts Sheldon's notorious tale about discovering his dad's affair after years of build-up. Sheldon told Penny that he inadvertently overheard George having an affair with another woman when Mary was at Bible study, which is where his three-knock rule came from. Being presented in conflicting light, the story created a complex storyline point in Young Sheldon. The authors still managed to pull it off, though. Suddenly, it appeared as though young Sheldon had no intention of continuing to deal with the plot. It was planned that George's infidelity scandal would occur at the end of season 6, according to the schedule. Ignoring it seemed like the best course of action in light of that and George's rekindled marriage to Mary. Regardless, for the sake of its own storytelling, young Sheldon has a history of departing from the canon of The Big Bang Theory. However, revealing the occurrence not only clears George of any wrongdoing on Sheldon's part, but it also advances young Sheldon's cause by providing a satisfactory explanation for any plot holes. Sheldon finds his dad in a precarious position in the 4th episode of season 7, titled Ants on a Log and a Cheating Winker, which aligns with his claims from The Big Bang Theory. He doesn't see, though, that George isn't seeing someone else. Rather, he is with Mary, who is donning traditional German garb, a reference to her recent excursion to Germany with the boy genius. While this does reframe the event from Sheldon's perspective, it does not compromise his original three-knock rule. This demonstrates, more than anything else, that Sheldon is unreliable as a narrator, whether that was his goal or not. Because not even Sheldon has the complete picture every time, we can't take his memories at face value. As viewers of Young Sheldon will attest, Sheldon has a history of embellishing or outright lying. His claims of being an anomaly as a gifted child have been repeatedly disproven in the prequel, casting doubt on the concept of The Big Bang Theory. Even with his eidetic recall, Sheldon's recollections of events should not be taken as absolute truths. Occasionally, not even he has the complete picture, as George's cheating scandal episode demonstrates. That settles the mystery of why young Sheldon's events don't line up with his Big Bang Theory stories. When it came to the storytelling of The Big Bang Theory, Sheldon's childhood stories were often used for humorous effect. It had not yet occurred to the writers that a prequel would play out the Cooper story on screen. Because of this, the spin-off will never be able to effectively adapt Sheldon's stories. They all sound too ridiculous or implausible. So, it's reasonable to assume that what happens in Young Sheldon is closer to how Sheldon actually lived his life in Texas prior to meeting his buddies in Pasadena, California. Young Sheldon's narrator, an adult Sheldon played by Jim Parsons, mulls over whether he was too critical of his father and other figures from his past. Even worse, Mary never stopped trash-talking her late husband, George, and the socially awkward genius on The Big Bang Theory seldom had anything kind to say about him. The patriarch Cooper's reputation as an unfit parent was cemented by the cheating scandal. Yet, in Young Sheldon, the future Sheldon confesses that he feels bad about not letting George know how wonderful a dad he was.